Today, from Oklahoma City, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Oklahoma City Bison taking on Sam Darnold and the Brooklyn Barons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Barons and the Oklahoma City Bison. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they enter play here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the third overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Darnold to throw again. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11 now. Darnold gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now it's Darnold setting up the screen to Kelly. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, Darnold. This complete left side to Aguilar. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Made by Devondre Campbell. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 1st downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Into at the 33-yard.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's Mahomes. Fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Fumble on the play.
third and long. It's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. A slant to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. A first down throw, Darnold. This one into the hands of Burton. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Darnold from the gun. With quickly to Thielen here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
At the back to throw, Darnold. And he's got it. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Marvin Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
Nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 27.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll find Moreau here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 30.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
To throw is Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
For the field goal.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Bison's nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And this one's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Mahomes now to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that one will fall incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and
clock here now, just under 30 seconds. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Sam Darnold who was on target in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now a throw to the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. score. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll make it 13-7. A drive there in just 4 plays.
Makes the score Barons 13, Bison 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Washington. Loose football.
On the play, recovered by the kicking team.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a 1-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star.
Big.
I put a star. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
By Julian Love. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 21-yard
throwing now is Mahomes. Gets this one to use check. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And able to complete it to Moreau. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Washington. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. McCaffrey on the counter. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a run with McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Darnold's pass.
Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they go with McCaffrey. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
That would give to the big fullback, Juszczyk. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks or the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop him. They knew they had to meet him with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. On first down, Darnold. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw, Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Darnold from the gun. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Darnold to throw again. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Throwing again is Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length.
The score, Barons 26, Bison's 22.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
more often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
City, 1st down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. It doesn't matter what you call a position until you put there, and there we saw completion.
16 yards, a 1st down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and as a result, possession switches hands. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Darnold now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. But a nice 13-yard return. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and this time, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now it's Mahomes again.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Washington. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Oklahoma City, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.